Hey, so guess what I get to do today? A video about the cost analysis of a Tesla. Meet Kevin, must follow him, must YouTuber I watch the most of. He's always talking about my Tesla shares, TSLA, buy those. Just don't buy the Tesla brand, as far as the cars, because you're paying an arm and a leg. And if you're going to put investment-wise something, which I guess you would call a long-term investment, it's better to just put it in the shares. I mean, if you were to buy a Tesla, for instance, at the reasonable price of $50,000 to $45,000 for a Model 3, that's the lowest cost you'll probably get right now. You'll be around 2.5% with Tesla financing and Tesla insurance, around $50, $60 a month. So you're around $800 per month. Now, if you put $800 per month into Tesla TSLA over the period of 5 years, which it's possible you could pay off that car within, I guess, 5 years, you're looking at the same amount in the bank, over 5 years of around 800 a month. What is that? 10,000 a year times annualized interest of the Tesla shares going up to maybe 4,000, 2,000, somewhere in that range. Right now it's at 800. So I'd say an investment of 5-10% a year, 10,000 a year, just in a normal S&P 500 market, or even in crypto market, you're looking at somewhere between 50, 60,000. Now, if your car, honestly, is going to cost you 50 or 60,000 right now, and inflation and all the things, and that may be things like cars like this you can't even get or going up from price over time, maybe it's possible that 50 or 60K that you invested is actually worth 100K, because you're thinking about interest, appreciation, annualized return, and the shares of the company growing. So you may put in 50K over 5 years for the cost of the car. Right now, you could have it over the period of 5 years and be paying it off, right? With an $800 payment per month. But if you just put that $800 into the bank, 5 years from now, you're not gonna be driving a Tesla. You'll be holding on to fucking money like 100K. I mean, it's something to think about, because honestly, the way these cars are, they're not gonna depreciate. Because if you think about putting the money in, honestly, into a car, you're looking at what, like, a few percent. I mean, I looked into Tesla on a call. A wonderful lady talked to me about, inside information kind of about the deal with the cars right now. You can't even get one for a year. But the used car market sale of a Tesla right now is like, 46,000 of one that's got 30,000 miles on it. It's a couple years old or whatever. That's about a $10,000 depreciation over the period of a couple years, which is pretty low. I mean, they hold their value pretty well. So that's all I have to say. I mean, my Chevy Bolt here is getting recalled, so I'm gonna get a buyback from the GM dealership, and they'll probably honestly give me 24,000, 20,000. I don't know. I owe around 26, so it's not honestly a good idea if I'm gonna have to pay anything out of pocket. If they just make it a wash for me, then this car here will be all right. But right now, I just have to decide what I want to replace it with, because I'm going to get rid of it. It's a given that it's done what they're going to offer me for a buyback, and as soon as I do get that buyback, I will be on my way to looking at a Prius or a Tesla, one or the other. Maybe a RAV4. RAV4s are awesome, and it's kind of an SUV converted to a 30, 40, that's like 35 miles per gallon of SUV by Toyota. Toyotas last forever, so it's a good vehicle to get into. But yeah, I mean, I just gotta get out of this. I love electric cars, but I got to get out of this Bolt because they catch on fire, even though it's only been a few of them. GMs are calling them all. I got my unicycle in here, which is pretty awesome. I just bought one for 20 bucks. It's a pretty good deal. One of them got stolen, but this video's not about that. It is really about the analysis of Tesla and whether or not it even makes sense to buy one. And I just want people to know that me, Kevin's, recommending to buy Tesla shares. And if you put it into Tesla, hey, you're way better off in 5 years than actually driving around a Tesla. So, I don't know. To me, I like the technology and the sophistication of a Tesla, the status, and I mean, just where it will bring me. I understand in 5 years, Tesla shares will bring me someplace in 5 years, which will financially give me the opportunity to have whatever I want to use that money for. But right now, I just know between now and 5 years, the technology and the sophistication in a Tesla, just like in this GM, it brings you higher. And I just want to feel a little higher. Another way of putting it is like, I want to lift myself up higher, and I don't want to live in the past. So, You know, it's just the future, the technology of Priuses are great, but there's kind of the past. And the point of a Tesla is there's no higher technology right now in the world that is, you know, in the price range of that. There's like a lot of electric cars that are super sophisticated, but Tesla has its own knack and its own class of vehicles and technology, and it's really like driving around an Apple car, except Tesla in a way is in a giant tech company form, the one leading the way as far as the robotaxi networks. That's what the lady said at Tesla. She was like, yo, 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 in some words. She was like, they're not selling their cars. They have used cars going on the market that are, you know, pretty much non-existent, because they're taking their cars and holding on to them for their robotaxi network. And at some point, their robotaxi network will become the thing. And right now, robotaxis aren't a thing, but at some point they will be. And so the cool thing about robotaxis is eventually we'll have them in, you know, the marketplace. For right now, it's probably going to be a little bit longer before we get there. I just want to, you know, eventually get into the realm of that.